Meet Acharya Vivekji. Vivekji is a modern spiritual teacher who helps people, young and old, live with more clarity, purpose, and joy. After earning a business degree and managing a successful company, Vivekji realized that something was missing. So he made a bold choice. He left his career and moved to Bharat, India, to study Vedanta, an ancient philosophy about knowing yourself and living wisely. For over 2 years, he trained in a traditional monastery under the guidance of a master teacher, Swami Tejomanandji. That's where he deepened his understanding of how to live a meaningful life. Today, Vivekji shares those teachings in ways that are relatable, engaging, and easy to understand. Vivekji is the spiritual guide of Chinmaya Mission Niagara and has also started centers in London and Cleveland and supported centers in Albany and Pittsburgh. He reaches thousands through podcasts, weekly courses, interactive workshops, and international retreats. Vivekji lives in Niagara Falls, Canada, with his wife and 2 children, and continues to inspire thousands to live with more awareness, compassion, and joy.
Welcome to Stepping Stones. How are all of you? How was your weekend? I hope you are well and that your weekend was well too. This weekend, we all experienced daylight savings time. By show of hands, how many of you even understand what daylight savings time is? Everyone's talking about we should do this, we shouldn't do this. But now let's say, in a very simplistic way, daylight savings time in autumn is when we fall back an hour, which means it's as if we have an extra hour a day. If you had an extra hour a day every day, what would you do with that hour? For me, I think I would walk more and I would read more. Now, connecting this to stepping stones. If you've ever been to a puja, or you've ever learned from me as I'm facilitating a puja, one of the parts of the puja is dhyana. Now, when I say this word, or contemplation, we immediately think about sitting like this. But in a puja, this dhyana, this contemplation is on our guide. The one who's guiding us to independent joy. Us contemplating on them is us learning more about ourselves and about life. Us contemplating on our personal guide helps us to understand this is what protects us. The dhyana portion on our guide, it facilitates understanding, which is a form of protection. Stepping stones is like putting stones around us, not in the form of escaping, but rather protecting. And we've been doing this steadily. We are now in week 18. We are now in message 86. Last week, we completed reflecting on Completed means I've stopped offering more messages on it, but that doesn't mean we're not going to continue to think about it personally. We reflected on rise and respond. Rise and respond. And your raw, I really wanted you to think and to share with me and everyone ways that you can create a culture, create a feeling of respect in your circles, in your classes, in your colleges, and really I again mean school. You had to think about how to do this. And a way is for you to be more open. The more open you are, the more open-minded you are, this will help others to feel the same. Then that respect does start to be felt in your circles, classes, college. Being open is a way to nurture respect. This really shows how much you care about you and the people around you. Openness is expressed as respect. It is all through this channel of care. Now let's reflect some more. Now, our subject is confident and capable. Confident and capable. What does confidence mean to you? Please share on Padlet. Imagine I don't share anything else and you just pause this message. And now you're going to Padlet and you're writing down, what does confidence mean to me? What does it make me feel? First of all, confidence comes from knowing one's strengths. Suppose you're a superficial person. You're only concerned with how you look. Then you can't be confident. But if you invest the time to get to know yourself, you get to know your strengths, then you feel confident. Now, confidence is dynamic. It doesn't mean I'm confident, now I'm done. Maybe I feel confident enough, but naturally this has to grow. So the second part of confidence is to plan to strengthen your strengths. So number one, it is to know your strengths. So what are your strengths? For me, one of my strengths is to focus. Next is to strengthen one's strengths. So if I'm good at focusing, then my plan for today, my plan for my week, my plan for why I go to school should be to be great at focus, to be the best at focusing for myself. This helps one to feel independent. If I know my strengths and I'm planning to strengthen my strength, I feel everything that I need is coming from inside of me. I feel more assured, I feel more quiet, I feel more satisfied because I'm doing my best. And when you get what you need from inside, it helps you to feel independent. I don't need as much attention. I don't need to talk as much. I'm going to say it again and then complete this message for now. We are reflecting on confident and capable. So first we have to be confident. How? Know your strengths. How? Get to know yourself more. How? Be steady with stepping stones. Take vitamin R3. Read, write, and reflect. Number two, strengthen your strengths. Today, when you're riding on the bus or you're in history class, are you making yourself even stronger? But not with your biceps, with your qualities, like patience and care. Number three, start to feel the important things that you need in life are not coming from the outside, but are coming from the inside. When you try your best, you just feel more independent. And this leads to number four in today's message. The more independent you become, the more clear you are about interdependence. That means asking for help and giving help. This interdependence is a way that you and others can be more independent. Okay? So the more I ask and give help in a functional way, this helps me to be more inward looking, to be independent. Lots more to reflect on. Watch this again so that this is clearer. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Be happiness.